rural Yorkshire, as in all English counties in the middle of the 19th century, the most important event of the week was market day. This was when the local farmers congregated to sell their produce, auction their cattle, or buy fresh stock. But the market attracted more than just the honest, hard-working local inhabitants. Wherever money changed hands, there were those who waited and watched for an opportunity to channel it into their own pockets. Upon this day, Farmer Addison had caused a great deal of money to change hands, and every pence of it was to his own advantage. He was a mean and avaricious man, well known for his glib tongue and his cheating ways. This day, his purse was heavy with sovereigns. And furthermore, those who were too poor to pay him his high prices for food paid in kind.
Right, let's have it, or you're a dead man. They drink good ale in these parts, then? Or are you ill?
I've been beaten and robbed, sir.
Here in this
Beaten and
place?
robbed. Ah,
It's so peaceful.
and they've stolen no less than 25 golden sovereigns.
How long ago, sir?
Only a matter of minutes. It was chiming the hour of 4, and I just... My watch. The wretches have stolen my watch.
Wretches? More than one of them, eh?
Oh, I don't rightly know, sir. I didn't see him. I didn't hear him. They come at me from behind. Oh,
Can you stand?
Watch.
If I bear a hand. Ah, sir. Where's the nearest house?
Flaxton Hall. Yeah, but I don't reckon we ought to bother the folk up there.
Nonsense. Flaxton Hall. Well.
Hey, but the hall...
Trust me, sir. They won't turn away a person in distress, no matter how grand their house may be. This poor fellow's been beaten and robbed. Can he rest a while here?
Aye. Let's take him inside, lad.
And the wretches have stolen my watch. My beautiful watch, sir.
Nathan said it was bound to happen sooner or later. I'm afraid Farmer Addison has made many enemies locally.
So I believe. I was at the market earlier in the day. I watched as he cheated the local villagers. It seemed to me his prices were extortionately high and his produce well below par.
Nevertheless, it was an act of charity on your behalf to bring him here, sir.
I suppose even cheats must be allowed to walk the Queen's highway in peace. I hope you didn't mind my bringing him here.
Not at all. Regardless of his reputation, we shall do what we can for him.
It is a lovely place, Lucy.
Yes, but Lucy? But you know my name?
Aye.
Have we met before?
Aye, but you wouldn't remember.
When?
The spring of 1841.
1841. That was the time of my wedding.
Yes. And if I may say, you were the prettiest bride I have ever seen.
Well, who are you?
Jacko?
Jacko?
Or more formally, Jack Flaxton.
Jack Flaxton.
Cousin to your husband, and I believe the only other person bearing this family's name.
I have heard your name mentioned, but I had always thought that you...
If we're dead?
Yes, drowned at sea. Years back.
It was a near thing. Our ship foundered off the coast of an island in the Indies. Many souls were drowned. I was more fortunate. I was washed up on some heathen shore.
And nobody knows you're alive.
No cares, I shouldn't doubt.
Excuse me, ma'am. I think Farmer Edison is sufficiently recovered now.
Oh, Flora, that's splendid.
May I suggest that Nathan takes him home in the gig?
Yes. Mr. Flaxton.
Jacko.
Jacko. Would you care to go into the library? There are so many things I should like to ask you about.
Just so long as I'm not imposing here, Lucy.
Oh, much obliged to you, sir.
The least I could do.
Nathan will drive you to your farm, and then he will report this dreadful business to the constables.
Aye.
Perhaps the rogues will be discovered and your property returned to you.
Have you any means of identifying your attackers?
No, they were upon me before I could see anyone. It struck me from behind, they did.
Well, then it's going to be hard for the constables to track them down.
Yeah, but there was one thing.
What?
I seem to remember seeing something black. One of these rascals could have been wearing black gloves, perhaps.
Well, that's little enough to identify anybody.
It's not just the money, ma'am. It's the watch. It's most valuable. Been in our family for years, it has. Strikes most pretty, too, when you wanted it to.
Like the one Matthew Hardesty owned.
I bartered for that watch fairly and squarely, I'll have you know.
I don't doubt that you bartered for it squarely, but I wish it wasn't fairly.
No, there's no cause for
I
you
think
to...
you should rest for a few days, Mr. Edison.
It takes more than this to put me to my bed, ma'am. Still, just a little medicament to make sure, eh?
I see you're on the mend. It's a lucky thing for you it was only your head they struck.
Aye.
He said Jack Flaxton, ma'am.
Yes. Did you ever meet him before?
I know the old master disapproved of his nephew, Jack. He said he was an idler and a ne'er-do-weel. Yet I think he was sad when the news was brought to him of the drowning.
What a pity Joseph Flaxton isn't alive now. Perhaps he would be pleased to know that Jacko survived.
Who can tell, ma'am? He may even have seen fit to leave the estate to his nephew instead of to Master Jonathan.
I can't understand why it won't sail. My father used to make it skim across the lake when we lived in York.
Well, I still think we've got sails set wrong. Oh, let's go up and go hunt some rabbits.
No, I'm determined to make it sail across to the other side.
Between you and me, Lucy, the old man never really liked me very much. I suppose I had some admiration for him. He's a born eccentric by all accounts, and I approve of eccentrics.
When did you hear of his death?
Oh, only this morning. I inquired the way to Flaxton from someone in Carliston, and they told me the old man had died some time ago.
But you came here, nevertheless.
Aye. Even a rover must rest sometime. Or perhaps he feels the need to talk to his own kith again, even if only to reassure himself that he has roots beyond his own 2 wandering feet.
Poor Jacko, you make life sound very lonely.
Don't you find it lonely here, with Andrew away?
I have his return to look forward to, and I have my son, Jonathan.
Ah, yes, the new master of Flaxton. I look forward to meeting Andrew's boy.
Mate, you come along of me! Out! I'm the boatswain's mate, and you've been pressed down into the Queen's Navy. What do you think of that, then, Mr. Jonathan Flaxton?
Good morning to you, messmates. Jacko's the name.
Hello.
What's that you got there, the Fighting Temeraire?
No, it's our ship.
But it doesn't sail very well.
Well, we'll have to do something about that, won't we? Ah, yes, I see your trouble. You got it too tight. Haven't given the sail a chance to catch any of the breeze. Soon fix that, though. There. That should do it. Just leave it all to your Uncle Jacko, eh?
Uncle?
Ah, that's what I said, young Jonathan. Uncle. I'm a master mariner, you see. A navigator. A man who knows the 7 seas from the Bering Straits to the Bosphorus like the back of my hand.
You know all them foreign ports, Jacko?
All those and 1,000 more. But it so happens I'm troubled with a crafty fellow on my tail and I can't shake him off. You follow my drift, lads? I need your help. A couple of lads like you, eyes like hawks, who know how to keep their ears open and their mouths shut. You're the boys for me. So tell me, straight open and above boards, will you help me then, lads?
Ah, Jacko. Yes, Jacko, we want to.
Now, I want your promise. Not a word of this, not a word to anybody, not anybody. They won't let go easy, these gentlemen. I must sail with them whether I will or no. All I want now is a bit of peace and quiet. But these gentlemen mean to have me, if they can find me.
The press gang?
That's it, the press gang. Now, here's how you can do me a good turn.
So you got Farmer Addison safely home, then?
And little enough thanks I got for my money, too. Having a grand time down by the lake.
Who?
Mr. Jacko Flaxton and the boys. He's got that boat going a fair treat now. Cheerful young gentleman. I like a man with a ready smile.
Aye, despite everything.
What do you mean?
He might easily have been the master here instead of our Jonathan.
Why, what would you think a young blade like him would want with a big old house such as this?
Houses are not only just bricks and mortar.
Woman, sometimes you speak in riddles.
Maybe that's because there are so many riddles to be found in life.
Well, I like Mr. Jacko. To my mind, he's just what this old house needs. And it's a good for the mistress, too, to have one of her own kith and kin about while the captain's away.
But if he were dead, and anything were to happen to the boy...
By heck, but you're a melancholy soul, aren't you, Flora? I'll not listen here to any such dreary nonsense.
Who then would inherit Flaxton Hall?
I don't know what you want to get all these old pictures out for. So there wasn't enough to clean in this house already. Still, I suppose if we were to sell them, they might fetch us a few shillings.
Goodness me, where did all those come from?
Right from the bottom of the cellar, ma'am.
Portraits of the members of the Flaxton family, ma'am. Some of them dating 200 years back. They were hanging about the house in the old master's time.
Madam, if they were to be sold...
Sold? These portraits cannot be sold. They're young Master Jonathan's heritage. The very thought would make his ancestors turn in their graves.
You should have seen how Uncle Jacko sailed our boat.
He made it go clean across the lake, man.
And he said he'd build a bigger and better one for us one day.
He knows all about ships and the sea.
Why wouldn't he? Didn't he spend many years as a sailor?
He will be staying with us, won't he?
Well, isn't it rather up to him?
But you'll ask him.
Well, all right, but where's your Uncle Jacko now?
He's following behind us.
We're down on our heads, ask if he could stay.
Well, I expect he'll be pleased to stay and have dinner with us anyway. Flora, I think you better prepare a room for Mr. Jacko. I don't think the boys will allow him to get away after dinner.
He'll be grand company for the lads, ma'am.
I'm profoundly sorry to delay you, sir.
Not so sorry as I.
I hope you'll not give me cause to,
I'm not that foolhardy. So now, what?
I shan't give you but one guess.
Run for it, Jacko! Now's your chance! Don't hurt it, Jacko! This must be one of the bastards!
Well done, lads, well done. Here. I know what we'll do. Don't you worry about this little toy. I think I know how we'll damp his ardor.
In the river, Jacko!
Remember, not a word to anyone of what's happened.
Wonder where it is now.
Aye, they belong here.
Who is he?
A relative of the captain's, ma'am. They're all relatives, all Flaxtons.
They all look so serious, don't they?
That's pride, ma'am, pride.
Where's Jacko?
I don't know, Jonathan.
We could go and look for him.
It's almost dinner time.
Well, I could go up to the town and see if he's coming.
And I could go look around stables.
All right, but don't be too long. And Jonathan, be careful up the tower.
Come on, we've been looking for you. I found him, Mother. He's up on the battlements.
I do apologize, Lucy. I walked up to the tower. Fine view of the countryside you have from there, isn't it?
You stayed at dinner, weren't you?
Thank you.
Ah, so there you are. I thought I saw you round by stables, but it must have been a shadow or something.
You two boys, your dinner is ready in the kitchen.
Oh, I thought we might eat with you tonight, Mother.
Your dinner is set, Master Jonathan.
Perhaps I'll see you after you've eaten.
Promise.
You're a very bad influence, Jacko. Now they'll gobble down the dinner.
Well, if they do, it'll be a dose of physic for both of them before they go to bed.
Did something happen to you, Jacko?
Happened?
Well, it looks as if your face has been bruised. Something has happened to you.
Yes, I'm afraid so. I ran into that cutthroat again, the one who attacked the farmer.
Oh, Jacko.
We fought for a while before he ran away.
Oh, mercy.
I didn't want to tell you about this in front of the boys, but I wanted you to be forewarned. You see, I'm certain the rascal's making for Flaxton Hall.
He's coming here.
Yes, for the money. And for me. You see, he knows I can identify him now. That's really why I was on the battlements, Lucy. I was watching for him.
Dinner is served, ma'am.
Flora, I think we have trouble at hand.
Yes, so I heard.
Where's Nathan?
Nathan, it's Wednesday, ma'am.
What does that mean?
Nathan has Wednesday evenings off.
He plays ninepins at the alehouse down with the local farmers.
Well, never mind. I'm here. And I have this.
The dinner, ma'am.
The dinner will have to wait, Flora.
Very good, ma'am. I go back to the boys, then.
Don't worry, Lucy. He'll find me ready and waiting for him when he comes.
Perhaps I should send Archie for the constable.
No. No constables. I'll deal with this, Lucy.
Oh, we can't just stand here and wait.
There's nothing else we can do. At least there's nothing else I can do.
But Jack...
Aye, that's right.
Jacko.
It's all right, Lucy. He'll not harm you.
Well, I'll not leave till I've got what I came for.
Black gloves. He's wearing black gloves.
Well, they're fashionable just now. Well, you're going to shoot me down in cold blood here and now.
It's what you deserve.
There is nothing of anything of value in this house, so believe me.
Oh, I beg your pardon, ma'am, but there is. At least something of great value to me.
Please.
You'll not shoot. It's not your measure, my friend.
Don't come any nearer.
Oh, but I am coming nearer. And you're still not shoot. You see, ma'am? Now, if you didn't mind, you could step up to him and take that revolver from his hand.
Why should I want to do that?
It was your good intention on your part.
He's trying to trick you, Lucy.
No, man, no. I have no real talent for trickery. I mean, not like our friend here. Now, he's a master of trickery. Though I'll give him his due, I've chased a lot worse rogues than Master Eric Carter in my time.
Eric Carter?
Ah, that's his name.
What does he mean, Jacko?
Well, that's his name, right enough. Eric Carter, once a seaman. But he gave up the life after being shipwrecked upon an island off the Indies. And then once back in dear old England, he looked to a life of gentle crime as a way of making a living.
He's lying, of course, Lucy. It's all lies.
The chiming watch.
Aye, ma'am. I found this and a pair of black gloves among the gentleman's belongings.
My name is Jacko, Jack Flaxton.
Oh, no. This is Jack Flaxton. And he's dead. Drowned at sea. That portrait of him was painted shortly before he left England for the last time.
I'm George Goodell, ma'am, a special constable from Scarborough. And I've been chasing that rogue for 2 days now on a matter of intent to fraud in that town.
So there you have it.
You're not Jack Flaxton.
Ah, yes, and there lies the mystery, eh? What do you think, Lucy?
Come on, lad, we've got a long journey before us. If it's of any comfort, ma'am, I don't think you would have used this, either on me or you.
Thank you, Flora. Oh, and when you've a moment, take another look at the portrait. Remember, it was painted when Jacko was a lot younger, when there was still a tinge of innocence to his soul.
You think I could be mistaken?
All I say is there could be a resemblance deep down. Look again after I'm gone.
There's still the matter of Farmer Addison's watch.
There are some people, Flora, in this world who deserve to be robbed. I was nearby when he tricked Matthew Hardesty into parting with it. What I did might be called poetic justice.
It might be.
What will you tell the boys?
Nothing of all this.
And thank you for that, Flora.
Well, Eric, lad, shall I need to use the manacles on you?
No, Constable, you have my bond for what it's worth. Thank you for your hospitality. And goodbye, ma'am.
Flora, you knew all the time.
I wasn't sure, ma'am. I don't know that I'm even sure yet.
But the portrait.
Aye, the portrait. But it was painted a long time ago.
The boys adored him. They'll be heartbroken when they find out.
Wouldn't it be better that they didn't? Couldn't we just say that Jacko was called back to sea?
And so it was that Jacko walked out of their lives. A rogue, maybe, a thief, perhaps, or just a gay